All right, guys, good morning to everybody. Today is the 17th of July, 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, good morning to everybody. It's a wonderful morning to see all of you today. And thank you all for coming in to support me. Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Now, today is a good day to watch out for the market because I expect a lot of volatility to happen this morning to even the night itself. So let's just go into the reason why. Meanwhile, disclaimer apply as usual. Please understand this. You must do your risk management when you are engaging into trading. That is very, very important. All right, let's bring in the fundamentals. So what's happening around the whole world, right? Let's bring it in. Now, first of all, the very important thing is this. We are now, let me just refresh the screen one more time. We are about 12 days away from the next FOMC meeting. All right, 12 days, right? Let me just refresh the screen. It should be coming up soon. Yes, 12 days, all right? And you can see that the market is having a 88.8%, expecting that the rate to remain the same. The current rate right now is 3.5% to 3.75. 88.8% of the people are looking at the rate to stay the same. Now, why is the market expecting the same? Because the recent data seems to be good. There's no need to, and inflation, PPI, CPI has been quite below the expected level. So the market feels that it's not really needed for the Federal Reserve to increase interest rate. So that's why only 11.2% of the traders are expecting a rate hike. Now, if you remember this, about 2 weeks ago, the number was at 30%, right? Now it's dropped to 11.2% because of the PPI and the CPI data. Now, if you ask me, is the inflation in US getting higher? Of course it is. You ask any Americans, they'll feel that way. But again, official result is going lower. So most likely they do some adjustment to it as usual. And US does do that. Now, but interestingly, if you look carefully to the next one, 16th of September, they are looking at a same thing, the rate 3.5%, but only 48.8% of the people are looking at a rate to stay. But 46.2% is expecting a rate hike. So in fact, some are even looking at a double rate hike. So that means that September come, there are a lot of people expect a rate hike to happen. All right, because that means that they do expect inflation to go back up again. So that is why the market is paying itself forward expectation of the interest rate and also the inflation story in US. All right, so this is something that to take note of. And we go one more bit further, 20th October. You can see that there are still people, right, still around this 46%, 13%, all expecting a rate hike, and some even looking at a triple rate hike along the way. So I don't think this will happen, but I think very highly this will happen. So that means that 16 September, there's a very high chance the Fed will increase interest rate, okay? There's a very high chance the Fed will increase interest rate. And that is something that I also suspect that will happen by then. And I think that the market will take reaction on this after that itself. So traders do take note of the potential rate hike in 16 September. All right, we'll come to that later. All right, on my site itself, if you have been watching my or following my Twitter account, all right, or x.com account, you will notice that I've been putting a lot of new updates on it. Okay, let's refresh for a while. This is on the new IP address. Let me just, before it come out, while we're waiting for that, we will, okay. If you go to CRAZII.com, you will see the latest update over here. Okay, the downloading was slow though. Okay. Now, there is a very interesting chart that I like, and this is called the Wyckoff distribution chart. All right. Now, this chart basically is what I think the US market will perform in the next 12 to 18 months. Now, I said that we will see an upthrust, which we have seen, and most likely the month of September and August, we expect a fall like this will happen. And then after that, at the very bottom here, that is where we will buy for a bigger bull rally. And I think this will happen. Remember, I've shown this in the preview recently, and I also showed this in Cambodia. All right, let me see if I can bring up that particular picture over my site. Just hang on a minute, yeah. All right, I think I sent this picture. Now, I didn't see this chart before I post. I have this in my mind, right? That's why when I was sharing this in the different previews, I was sharing this in my mind. And then I saw this, oh my God, it looks so similar. Remember this picture? I said that there will be 3 waves coming in. So there'll be a first wave, the market will come down first. And then after that, there'll be a bigger rally to new all-time high before the classic sell-off. So this picture that I'm showing you right now, and this one that I'm putting you when I'm showing you online right now. Now, I have no idea of this particular posting. All right, I didn't know this. I just happened to be in my mind, and apparently there is some similar what they call similarities over here. That's very interesting. So guys, if you want to study this further, you can go to my x.com and look at this first article there. Okay. Now, the other thing is this, we all do know that the stock market now is still pushing new high. Nobody knows what's going on, but we know that the short interest has begun to jump to 3%. That's very high. So I've been telling you guys, I've been selling the Dow Jones and selling the NASDAQ, and I think there will be further selling to come. And Michael Burry is warning everybody that President Donald Trump decision could set the next housing crisis. So he made his view on Fannie Mae and Fannie Mac, and there's a reason for that. And if you look deeper, you click on the picture, you will get to see this. All right, this is the what Donald Trump did along the way, and this is what happened along the way to Fannie Mae, Fannie Mac, and this is what happened now to the price action. So you can read all these numbers, the technicalities, and the reason all over there. I think this is going to be very interesting. All right, guys. So this is why you need to go beyond your knowledge to learn things. And at the end of the day, you want people to take note. And last one is this. This is quite interesting. Now, although we know that there's a lot of geopolitical incident right now, and that is where inflation is pushing down gold price. But interestingly, China Central Bank has been increasing their buy on gold. Interestingly, the last few months, in fact, last month, or this month, in fact, last month, yeah, the China has been buying a lot of gold. Interesting. But I thought gold is coming down. Exactly, the Chinese are buying a lot of gold, but the market is not reacting. If you look carefully, right, in 2024 and 2025, when the Chinese were buying, the gold price went up quite a crazy level. All right. So the amount of gold they're buying right now is even more than the first 2 times, but yet the market is not reacting. So that means that someone is selling a lot of gold at the same time. So who is selling so much gold while Chinese are buying gold? What's the reason? So to me, is that people selling gold is because they need the money. People is buying gold is because they have the money. So it's very clear itself. Someone is taking a cut of their position, then someone else is buying it when it's low. So it's very clear, in my opinion itself, the Chinese are getting a good deal right now. And later on, if the US Federal Reserve start to cut interest rate, the dollar plunge, the gold price will shoot to the sky, and the Chinese will benefit. So let's see whether I'm right or wrong. But this is a very, very good article to tell you that something is definitely wrong in the entire system. And of course, that means that the selling of gold is done by somebody who's really in need of money right now. Okay. All right, so the international front, we all know that now there is the Iran and US deal. Now, apparently, right, the US of the red line has been stepped, and Iran warns US that it will retaliate if Donald Trump continue to carry out threats. And of course, we all know that Donald Trump, as it is, he has no reason to continue the deal. He feels the deal is over. He openly said that the Iranians are crazy. They are really lunatics, and they're crazy. They are really not following what is being agreed. So because of that itself, the market have moved. All right. So we saw the Dow Jones yesterday has came down a little bit. Let me take a look here. The Dow Jones came down by 100 points. S&P closed lower as Alphabet and chip shares sell off. Now, I already warned you about the chips maker. I told you it's time to take profit on the NASDAQ. That's why I've been selling the NASDAQ along the way. And Taiwan Semiconductor also sold down. And of course, we all know that Korea stock market has again come down again. So all this tells you that I think the chip maker industry has hit a peak. Please be careful. And I suspect that this weekend, I suspect this weekend, US will do something over the weekend, and then things will get out of hand. Alphabet shares fell off, as I told you, because of the powerful AI Gemini 3.5 Pro is being delayed. All right, it's being delayed. Now, Warren Buffett come out and say something very important. He says it's tough to find value when everybody is preferring gambling. All right, so this tells you a lot. Now, Warren Buffett, obviously 96 years old this year, definitely is still very, very, what do you call, glued his ear to the market. And he really feels that the market now is getting out of hand. And the last time we saw this itself, it's like, you know, in 2027, when 2007, when the Lehman crisis happening, and of course back in 1999, the Nasdaq crash. So he said this in May. He likened the stock market like a church with a casino attached, specifically calling it as a one-day option trading. You know, we do have the one-day trade option, right? T+0 ongoing. Now, Treasury yields, interestingly, is rising, amounting the U.S. tension, because we all know that when this U.S. tension is ongoing, people sell the bond market. When you sell the bond market, you have the Treasury price coming down, and the yield will go up. That is how they attract each other. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that is the fundamental that we have for this morning, and it's very clear that the U.S. is not in the best position. So let us see whether will this continue? Will the sell-off be happening in the market, which I think it will. And of course, I did say that I expect the Dow Jones to come down to 50,000 points. All right, so let's see what's my reason. Yep. So let me bring in my MT4. Okay. All right. It seems to be working. Very good. Okay. All right. So this morning, let's talk about the Dow Jones first. Now, this morning, the Dow Jones, as you can see, the opening price is 52,526. And this morning, the pivot 2 is 52,565. So without a doubt, it's below OP, below pivot 2 is 100% sell. Okay, it's time to sell. So that's why the Dow is coming down right now. It's expected to see some support at 52,322. That is the MA30. The market should be able to hold that for a short while. But if the market fail and break below, oh gosh, guys, now this is not going to be the low the market will be going. It's going for the KCB. The KCB is 51,801. So which means that if the Dow Jones do break down and slam down to here, there is a very high chance the Dow Jones will go down to 51,801. From where we are right now, it's about 500 to 600 points from where we are. Now, is it possible? I think it is very, very possible, because the market has been trying to go up. It failed, and recently it failed to stay above the KCL, which is 52646. So classic sell, and today is below MLP, another sell. So totally there are 4 to 5 sell reason. The only thing that's holding the market right now is the KSI is still green, KCX is still black. So these two indicators are actually still holding the fort, and that is the reason why the last few days the market just cannot stay low. Every time the market come down, the market will have some buying force, because the KSI and the KCX are bullish. But if this time around with a pivot calling it, remember, pivot has the higher authority in CRAZII system. So if the CRAZII system tell you that market is below OP and below pivot 2, you better stay on the sell side. All right, all clear? You all clear? Press number 1 right now. Okay, good. Let us look at the, hold on a minute. Just give me a minute. There's something wrong on my side here. Okay, so this is the first wave of the market. So we'll look at it later, yeah? Okay, let's go. Now, next market, we need to look at gold, right? Everybody wants to know about gold. Now, I already called for sell on gold a couple of days ago, and I gave you my reason. So let's just go back to my reason, explain to you bit by bit. Okay, so first reason that gave me the sell reason is because of the diamond line. Do you know what the diamond line is? Yes, this is a 4 diamond line. So you can see that once you have the diamond line executed on the chart, you can see that as long as the market cannot go past the diamond line, the market is going to sell. And that's what I've been telling you guys. And the thing is this, when the market was going up over here, I warned you that this is a fake one because the KSI is red. And truth be told, that's why the next day there was a huge sell-off in gold. Then after that, the last few days, the market tried to stabilize itself. But I told you guys the KSI is still red, so there will be selling coming in. And yesterday we saw the oil gold price coming down as it is. Okay, so the question you may have in mind is, KEL, will gold go down further? Now, the thing is this, now the gold is trading above OP, right? Which is at 39.77. And as long as the market stays above OP, you're not allowed to sell gold. All right, that's a very important tool. Now, you sell gold, you must wait for it to, hit KTR +1, +2, +3. Then from the higher ground, you sell. And of course, if you come with K trend, it'll be even better. Okay. So KCL today is 4001. I believe that will be the strongest resistance because if the market cannot go back to 4001, it's very difficult for gold price to recover. Okay. And you can see the KSI has started to come back in again from selling despite the market trading above OP. So that tells you that the market most likely will have some selling if the market breaks OP. So traders, my view is this. The opening price today, as you can see, is 3977, right? Okay. The nearest technical level for day chart is pivot 2, and that is actually at 3952, right? Okay. So very simple. If gold price do go to pivot, go to KTR +1, +2, +3, cannot go any higher, then come down, you can sell below OP and target 3952. That is the most easiest way to trade without looking at the chart. All right, so that is if you want to do the OP rule. Now, if you want to do something at a higher level, you want to sell something at a higher level. Okay, let's take a look then. You look at the 5-minute chart. I think it will show quite fast. Okay, give it a while. Brilliant, that's very fast speed. So next time I use hotspot, although it costs some money, but it's okay. All right, so this is the gold chart right now. Everyone take a look. We can see that there's a K trend at the moment for the upside. So this is the last rate. This is the higher rate. So that's why here is a buy on gold. Then after that, there is another K trend here. So another add-on position for gold. And now K trend again, you can add your position on gold. Can everybody see it? There are 3 K trend here. And if you follow rule, you would have buy gold. And now gold should be targeting here. Can you see that? If you can see that, press number 2 right now. So K trend basically works perfectly well when it's above OP. And if it's diamond line, that'll be even better. So there's a diamond line here as a 4 diamond. So you put a diamond line across it. It's a very good buy. It's above diamond line and K trend. So it's become a very strong buy signal. Yeah, let's draw it properly again. So diamond, oops, okay, let me just. That's okay. Let me just draw this again. Okay, so this is diamond line. You draw a diamond line here. You see brilliant, beautiful. And then after that, you have your K trend from here, here, and here. All right. So 3 K trend, 1 diamond line, and that's why the market is pushing up. So earlier it's all right. The market have KSI green, so it pushed up quite easily. But now we have, there's a green now, turn out was red. So now if we stay up here and there's a diamond line again, then the target should be able to be hitting. So why is the Dow Jones going down and the gold going up? Why? I thought that gold and Dow Jones are going the same level. Now remember, every day they got a different script. Today they may sell the stock market, but they may want to buy into the gold price because of the treasuries now, the yield going up, treasury price coming down, so the dollar come down, the gold pushing up. So it's mostly like that, yeah. So that's why always follow OP rule. Don't you think so much? It'll be much easier for you. Okay. So guys, gold price is expected to touch later on. If gold price can touch the KTR +1, that's good. So it's 3992. That will be the target. Now, one thing to note, I warn you in advance, but if later on gold price cannot touch 3992 or miss it by a little bit, and then after that concave and cut to come down instead, then there is a good chance that gold price might be coming down all the way to here at 3961. Okay, so guys, this is actually very, very possible. Traders, do watch out for that. There is a chance for gold to touch 3992 and come down, and worse, if it doesn't touch 3992, miss it by a little bit and start to come down, that will be even worse. That means that the market really, really want to sell. All clear? If all clear, press the next number on the screen right now, number 3. All right, very important. Yeah. $3.92 is the KTR plus 1. 3961 is a KTR minus 1. Okay. All right. Now I want to show you the day chart. Okay, gold is pushing up. Gold is pushing up. Yes. Now the day chart on gold itself, right? There's one thing that I want to share with you, and you make it smaller a little bit. Now the next KCB that's available is somewhere around here. And if I'm not wrong, it's 3933, if I'm not wrong, yeah? Okay, so let's take a look. Now, if gold ever come down to this level, maybe I will consider to buy a bit of gold. All right, if let's say gold do come down to 3933 or lower, I don't mind to buy some gold, because that is the lowest point in 27 October 2025. Okay, so if gold ever come down to 3933, maybe I will watch it. Maybe I will buy some gold. Maybe I'll buy more if it go down lower. Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 4 right now. Now this trade, if I'm buying, is because I think that it's a good deal to buy some gold around this level. It's just like buying oil at $68, and I think it's a good deal. Everybody telling me, KEL, don't buy 68. It could go 65, 64, 61, blah, blah, blah. I say that, look, I don't mind to buy 68. If it goes 65, I'll buy more. Go 61, I don't mind buying more, because certain thing in life itself, like just like you're buying shares, you're buying some commodities. When it's very cheap, you can buy. You know, although the other thing is going to be cheaper. For example, in this bottle of water, if it's going to cost me, let's say, normally it's $1, and now it's at 50 cents, I think it's a good buy. And if someone sells me at 30 cents, I'll definitely buy. You understand my point? Unless the water got problem. If not, it's definitely a good buy. Okay? Sometimes it's like that. Terrence asking me now, can it go to 3,800? Well, at the moment, maybe, maybe not. I watch out for this, Terrence. Now, the last time the low went down, how low? Let me take a look. Yeah, the last time the low, it went, okay, hold on, my cross not moving properly. Okay, the last time the low over here is somewhere around 38.86. So if you can go to 38.86, it'll be even better to buy. Okay, 38.86. That'll be a very, very good buy. All right. All right. So let's just look at it. I mean, there's no 100%, and we can just take a look and try and see how it goes. But what is more important is that the trend of gold. I told you about K trend, right? So this is the K trend. This is a K trend. This is a K trend. So basically, there were 3 K trend. And all of them, when the candle turned to red, the market really sell. So that is the reason why the last few days I'm so bearish on gold. Okay. All right. Gold have just touched KTR plus 2. I repeat, gold have just touched KTR plus 2. Okay. Thank you, Susan. All right. No, it missed it a little bit. It went to a high of 3992, but the KTR plus 2 is 3992.94. So missed by a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now, for those people who bought gold this morning, you can take some profit right now. For those who buy gold this morning, you can take some profit right now. I think it's a good time to take some profit, and then you see how it goes. Take some. Don't you take all, take some profit. All right. Well done. Congratulations to everybody who made money on gold. Well done. Well done. Okay. All right. So that is the goal. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Richard and Susan, for sharing the view. Oops. So wow. Look at it. The market just instantly fell. Oh my God. That is why I say must take profit. Yeah. Hope you listened to me just now. Okay. All right. Let's go. Need to go on. Now, as you know, I'm very negative on the NASDAQ. And this is my reason for negative. Now the NASDAQ, if you don't have the diamond line, you won't see it, but if you put a diamond line, you can see right now there's a 4 diamond here. And a 4 diamond here, you need to put a diamond line across it, and you will know why. Take a look. So you see now, why am I so bearish on the NASDAQ recently? It's because the NASDAQ did try to go up, but it failed for 3 times. So for 3 times, the NASDAQ failed to stay above the diamond line. So we all know that we can sell instead. So that is why I sold on the ground of this, okay? Very important. And plus the KSI all the way red, any recovery is just only a matter of time. And truth be told, the market sell down after that. So now today is this. If they continue to go down further, most likely you'll test the KCB. But along the way, you have to go past the pivot 2 at 28,557. So that is another drop of 400 points to go there. That's a long drop, yeah? Now, the KCB is 28,424. For it to go down to here, we must drop by 500 points. So, in my opinion, I believe that the NASDAQ will go there. Where? 28,424. Yes, I believe it will go there. Maybe today, maybe Monday, but I'm quite sure within these 2 days, 3 days, it will go down unless they change the script. Because why? Number one is that anything happen in Iran, it's not a good deal for the technology company. Number two, we all know that Alphabet has came out to tell you that the AI that they're doing is slowed down. So obviously, a big company like this have AI slowing down. That means that the entire AI industry will likely slow down too. And also on top of that, there are some companies like IBM, the share price has continued to fall off, right? So that tells you that the whole technology companies is not doing that well at the moment. All right, let me find for you the IBM share. Let me just see whether we have it here. I believe we have it here. Just hang on a minute. Okay, I hear someone's voice. Is there someone there? Okay, Bennett. Okay, just give me a minute. I do the. Where am I? Hey, hold on. Where's the? Okay. US shares, IBM. There we go. Okay, gold price has recovered back to 391. It's a breakout. Okay, so you can see this what happened. Now, this is a very bad thing. We all know that IBM shares went up because of the Donald Trump administration. They also bought into IBM, and there was some very good news. IBM shares shoot up from here to here, from 3232 to this 330. But after that itself, you can see it fell. Right, I think it turned red and the market collapse. So you can see that, oh my God. So whoever buy here and sell, all of them are in serious losses. So this could continue if you ask me itself, okay? All right, so traders, please be very, very careful. You do not want to be caught on the wrong side. All right, the last two, we do on oil and Bitcoin. Now, oil has been very clear. It has been staggering upwards, and you look carefully, my friends, there's a 4 diamond here, and you put a 4 diamond line over here. You will notice that how beautiful is this. So that means that there is a very strong support on the oil price. So any news that push through it will bring it up to $81.30, which is the KCB. So I suspect that this weekend we may see something along the way. I suspect, I don't know anything. Now, based on the way the market has been sideways, but the KSI is moving up, this is a very strong bull signal. I repeat, this is a very strong bull signal. So I'm pretty confident that we should see the oil price to go up to 81.30. Now, if the oil price go to 81.30, that will pressure back the gold price. Yeah. So watch out for this. Okay. So I'm not going to chase gold at this point. I already take profit at 39.91. I think later on, if the oil price shoot up, the gold price will come down. So this one must take note. Yeah. Okay. All clear. If all clear, press the next number 4. Yeah. All right, that is very important because I don't want you to caught on the wrong side of the market. You need to know what is the current situation of the market right now. And last one is Bitcoin, number 5. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now, this is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, same problem. We have a 4 diamond over here. If you draw a 4 diamond down, you have the KCL, which is together. So KCL combined with diamond line is always a very strong, powerful tool. And we have the KSI now turning red. So because of that, there's a good chance you'll see Bitcoin coming down to test the pivot 2 at 63,199. Now, there is a MA30, very important over here. It has to stay. Now, if there's going to be any selling in the market and causes Bitcoin to crack below the MA30, then the KCB is possible, 62,192 or 60,107. Now, I feel that the market, if it breaks below the MA30, usually it will see this number at 60,107. Okay, that's my personal take on Bitcoin in the next few weeks. I don't think it happened over a few days, but 1 week later, 2 weeks later, to see 60,000 is actually very possible. All right, guys. So that will be all for today's sharing. I hope you enjoyed the session. Now, I'm trying my best to make sure that I can do this every day, but of course, my traveling has become an issue here. I apologize on that. So, guys, thank you very much. Take care, and I wish you all the best in trading. Remember today, all the key rules, all the key points. Please take note. All right, that's all. Take care. Bye-bye.